Came in 2 boxes. Not too much writing on the outside, but you can see a picture of it. I'm going to go ahead and open them up and let you guys see how it's packed in there. That's all just gonna be put together now, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys see what we're dealing with. I just kind of put it there in a pile. And that looks like, and then you can go ahead and pop this hood. The battery's in there. They got the locks. That's all that was in that box. So now we're going to go over here and start opening up this next box. Each box had a packing list telling you what was in the boxes, and both boxes had this list. Alright guys, I'm getting ready to walk through the steps. First one is installing the front axle, and it looks quite a bit confusing just because they have pictures with the motor on it and just the way the layout is. So I think I got it figured out on how it needs to be put together. So hopefully this helps you guys. So I'm going to pretend that the motors aren't there, and it shows that these are turned around going that way, and then obviously they're going to be up. That looks more like it. These are now coming forward, where you're going to be putting this bar over the top. It makes it really look confusing when you have these motors already there. You already have washers and nuts on here. Take those off. It looks like it's going this way to me. It looks like it's going this way. Let's see if I can put this on there. Put this washers and nuts back on. Yeah, there's also this going on there. Can't really tell if those are going underneath the springs. It looks like I need to take the springs off and put those on. And it doesn't really show you. Yeah, I think that's going to go down like that. Springs back on there. That back on there. tighten those all the way down. Alright guys, I had to backtrack a little bit. I have to loosen these back up, but this needs to be flipped over at least the right way, but these have to be on the bottom. There's a hole right here that has to line up with this, and then this bar fits down in here. It says to flip this over, and that's where I was already at. I deleted that footage to show you guys the correct way. Now this is going to flip over there. And go down here. You're going to have to turn this, get it to slide in there right. Lines up in a little hole. This is going to sit in over to line up in that. It goes right down in there. We have some little pilot holes in the plastic. The screws that they're talking about, the M416, are the longer screws. They're all going to have to be put in there. And then up here, it says there's going to be a cotter pin that needs to go in there. There's a washer and a cotter pin that will go on here. There's two types of washers. These ones, there's only two. And there's a bunch of these ones. It doesn't really tell you which washer, so if you're gonna guess at it, you gotta get a screwdriver to start putting these down in there. Eight of these washers and 2 of these small ones. I'm going to go ahead and put a small one on this one. I don't know which one it needs to go on there, but washer there. I'll put that cotter into there. Alright, now we're going to be moving to the rear. Slide it right over here and start looking at it. Here we have the instructions for installing the rear axle. It says first turn over the motor fixing devices, remove the screw on the shock spring, and then fix it. Kind of doesn't make sense to me, but I'm gonna guess at it. First I'm going to take off the tape. Assuming that this is going to be the motor fixing. Fixing sounds a little weird to me for the word there, but I'm going to put this right in there. So I'm going to take this screw out. They did supply the Allen wrenches. Needs two of them. Popped right off. It's loose now. snug. I'll get to the other side. Next step is installing the rear wheels. First, distinguish the left and right motors from the front and rear wheels. Put the motor, rear wheels, and gasket into the rear axle and fix the cap with screws. We got the two motors. And it also looks like this axle needs to go through there. And doesn't really show that you have to do it, it just tells you. So the axle goes through there. You gotta take these two, this one off. This is gonna go right in there in the center. And this one is going to slide right through there. Now it has that axle on there. Now, like I said, distinguish which one's right and left, and I actually have it marked on here. Right and left. So, I've got to figure out which one's the right and left. I would assume that if it's turned over facing that way, left would be that one, right would be this one. So we're gonna go ahead and see if that looks right when I put it on there. Through there. So, and this is going through this little square. Electronic wires through there. These wires are probably going to go through that little hole. Okay. Stuff them in there through that. So, see here, there's a little hole here, and stuff that stuff through there. I'm thinking that's where they're going to go. Now it says to put the wheel on. Comes with a nut and a washer as well. I don't believe that there's anything different on these, so I'll slide it on there. Washer on, and then the bolt on. Move it out so I can grab it. this up a little bit better. This slide on here again. Get another one of these because I want to be able to hold this and turn the other side because I want those nuts all the way tightened down. Alright, and I got another one so I can have them both tighten up. And my assistant here, hold that nut while I tighten this one up. It should tighten both of them up at the same time. You got it on there? Yep. I'm just going to tighten it up. He's just holding that side tight. Get on there?
Yeah.
So they're both tight. Is it spinning or something?
No.
See that black part of the axle came all the way through that nut. This side. Looks like it's the same on this side. Here, you see if you can tighten that one up. Go ahead and see if you can tighten it. The tightening?
No, that's it.
Okay. Alright, got those tightened up. You can stop. Well, it's spinning on my side. I put it there. Hold on. Okay, try it.
No, it's not spinning in the
Okay, it's tight. It says to put these little caps on there. I don't know. There it is. There's a little thing right here. So that's where it's gonna pop in there at. So there we go. That's on there. I'm gonna do it to the other side as well. Alright, installing the front fender and bracket. Distinguish the left and right pedals. Align the position of the vehicle body and fix it with screws. Distinguish the left and right wheel covers. Align in position of the vehicle body and fix it with screws. Doesn't say which type of screws, but I'm going to assume that it's the small one since we have tons of those. I've already figured out which one was the left and right. These ones go right here. See where the screws are supposed to come in. I don't know if the screw. Okay, that one's on there. This one took me a while because I've seen the screw holes up here. So it's hard to decide on how this was going to go on there. It's going to go on there like this. It did take me a little bit. And then there's little slits here that they slide in. And then there's screws also there. So go in there, slide in like that. Just come up on the top, slide in. And I'm going to be using the small screws. Alright, this side should be a little easier. You see what I was having problems with. Still a little challenging to get that hole lined up. I got it though, but I had to use my knee to put pressure that way and get it lined up. Yeah, those screws were actually a little challenging to get in there lined up right. Step 5, installing front wheels. You're just put the wheels on there and put the washer and the nut. And you can see that since mine's 4x4, I have motors also on the front, so that's another reason why it looks a lot different than the pictures. I also didn't say that these actually go into these little motor things. Little bonus, my little helper came to help put this together. He's not quite 1 yet, so we're going to start him pretty early. It's a good thing it has a remote. We have the mechanic in there working on it, making sure everything is good to go. Alright, the instructions show a 2-wheel one. I'm going to go ahead and hook up these because I'm going to flip it over next. Got the power. Like it says, the instructions show the 2-wheel drive one. That's not going to be there. You can probably let them stay there. Now I need to flip it over. The rest is on the top. Around. I think the next instruction is installing the steering wheel. See where we're at. Yep, we're 6. Installing the steering wheel. Take out the steering wheel screw and fix it to the position on the body. It's talking about that screw right there. I'm going to take it out, push it in, and put that screw back in. Seven, installing windshield and rear view mirror. Align the windshield and rear view mirror with the body, position, and firmly clip in. Take it. Pop it down in there. Pop it down in there. Look, but it's also showing some pictures right there. It doesn't say what I'm doing with it, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a look. Make sure I might have to pull the windshield back out and see if there was a wire in there it was supposed to hook up or not. But I didn't see anything, so let's go ahead and pop that back out. I'm not seeing anything down in there, so I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. Number 8, installing light holder. First, connect the light line between 2 lamp holders, then insert light hold onto the right left light holder. Finally, insert them into the vehicle. So that's going to be these 2 things first. I'm gonna have to pull you guys back here so you guys can see the rear. Goes this way. I don't know if it means anything to the left and right. There are these little things, so I'm gonna have to figure out which one. Okay guys, I had just put this down in this side, but it clearly goes over here to hook up. So if you do that, these things are hard to get out. What we have to do is flip it over, go up in there, and push these in. So what I did is did it to the back, pulled it completely out, and then this one was harder to get to up in there, but if you turn it, I could get it to push in, and then I turn it the other way, so there was an opening I could push, and then I pushed the other one and I got it to slide out. But they are a little difficult. So this one is going on this side. But just make sure you're paying attention. You won't have any issues. Pick up that first. There, it snaps in, locks in. Put that down in there. Yeah, they lock in pretty good. Pin the light up. Get up first. Lights in. There we go. Tough. There we go. It's on there. Now we're ready for the seat. I'll go ahead and show you guys the last instruction. Oh, it has connecting the wiring first. So connect wiring, connect the motor wiring under the seat, open the front engine hood, and connect the battery wiring. So we'll do that. It's just down in there. So I don't have a place to hold you. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. But one's gonna hook here, one's gonna hook that one. Over here. Set the one under the hood. Hot's connecting it, so it looks like it's just this one right here. Pop, didn't it? Everything else looks to be hooked up. I really like that it popped like that. Always makes me feel like something's wrong. But it shows. And earlier I was putting these on. I noticed they're not lined up. They didn't do a good click. Push these sides in, like if you do it like that. Yeah, it's not clicking in. You actually push that in and make it lined up. Then it snaps in and pops. Alright, on to the next instruction. Installing the seat. Use 2-pack screws to tighten the seat. be the long ones again. I think it just shows a picture of the seat, and it looks like 2 screws. See our pop in sound. So yeah, these things pop into some holes down here that really pops in that seat. This is going to be also a little difficulty to get it to line up because you can't see that bottom. Inside here you have that you're supposed to hit and line it up, but you can't see it and it doesn't look like it really wants to line up on its own. I'm gonna have to play with it while I get it. I think it's going to be challenging like the last one. Put it in like this first. That one in. There we go. For charging it up here, it doesn't show any thing to show that it's actually charging or when it's done. But on the plug-in itself, when it's done charging, it'll light up green, and when it's actually charging, it'll be red. And the unit also doesn't work when it's charging. Right, he's already in there checking out his new ride. Though it's not his birthday yet, but we got it for him for his 1-year birthday. I know they recommend this for 3 to 8 years old, but we're starting him a little younger. Yeah, pretty cool, huh, Zion? Nice. Look at him dance. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the last page, because it has safety use, charging, charging steps as follows, and maintenance and service. Yep, kind of likes that, doesn't he?
I think he's looking for the music that's like keeps on pushing it.
Yeah.
Look, it's not pushing.
I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this page too, because it just has the remote function.
There's a girl, but I let her get away.
Looks like he found the lights.
So it's like, I don't like that song.
What do you think, Zion? Pretty sweet, huh? Oh, fell down in there. Yeah.
Get up. It's okay.
He's stuck.
Okay.
Guys, we had a few things left over, and I just realized these were the sleeves for this, so I didn't actually need a Allen wrench, but they have 2 of them, because like I said, I had to have one on each side, so we're going to use that to tighten those up. Dance, buddy. Yeah.
Got nice music, but yeah.
Alright, we're going to try this out. I got the remote batteries in there. What do you think, Zion? No, maybe too much. No, I think he's liking it. Hard to tell. I'm trying to just push it a little bit, but it's like it's too much for him still, and I'm on 1, so that's still a little bit of power. Back him up again. Maybe if I just tap it, because I don't want to do it too much right now until I get used to it. Yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy it. Once we get a seatbelt in there, we'll teach them to hang onto the steering wheel. Yeah. What do you think, bud?